Hey everyone, that topic's really got people talking, millennials versus boomers, and like who's saving more? There's this idea out there that millennials are like crushing it, financially compared to boomers at the same age, but there's this recent survey that kind of throws a wrench in that whole thing. Turns out boomers are sitting on a pile of savings almost twice as big as what millennials have saved up. And we're talking like an average of $216,000 for boomers compared to just a little over 110,000 for millennials. But like before everyone starts freaking out, let's like take a step back and really look at this. First of all, like let's just be real. Boomers have had way more time to save, like just talking like 35 years more to like sock money away and watch their investments grow. It's like they got a head start in a marathon. So yeah, no surprise. They're further along, right? And then you've got millennials. They're still like figuring things out early in their careers, maybe dealing with student loans, starting families, haven't even hit those like peak earning years yet. It's like they're still tying their shoelaces while the boomers are already sprinting ahead. But here's where things get interesting. All right. So this survey, it said that almost 18% of millennials have saved absolutely nothing, like zero zip nada, compared to about 15% of boomers who are in the same boat. But on the other hand, there's this like small group of boomers, like 8%, who've managed to save like $1 million. For millennials, that number is like way smaller. It's only like 2%. So this data, it's not about, pointing fingers or anything. It's more like a snapshot of this bigger trend that's happening. Americans just aren't saving like they used to. Last year, the personal savings rate dropped to 3.6%, which is the lowest it's been in over a year. And like, this is where we really need to stop and think, why is this happening? Like, is it something about our culture? Are we all about like instant gratification instead of thinking about like the future? Is there something bigger going on with the economy? Like, what's the deal? Let's dig into this a little more. Okay, so one thing's for sure, we're all living longer now, which means, we need more money saved up to like live comfortably when we're older. Experts say the average 65-year-old these days can expect to live another 18 years and some even longer, like 20, 30 years. That's a long time to depend on your savings. So is there any hope for millennials to catch up, with their savings? Well, it's not all bad news. Here's the thing: when you adjust for inflation, like how much things cost now compared to back then, the wages are actually higher today than they were when boomers were the same age. So millennials have a chance to make more money, but here's the catch: actually, savings rates have really dropped.
And that's like the big challenge. It's not about like keeping up with the Jonesies or trying to get rich quick. And it's about learning how to manage your money early on. And like one of the best ways to do that is with this thing called compound interest. It's like imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, even a small snowball. If you give it enough time, it'll pick up more snow and get bigger. Same with your money, even like $50 a week. If you invest it regularly, it starts to grow and grow. And before you know it, you've got a decent chunk of change. Now, I know what you're thinking. Saving money can be a drag, especially when you've got bills to pay rent. And let's be real, you got to treat yourself sometimes. But here's a tip: try making small changes to how you spend money, and you'll be surprised how much you can save. Oh, and here's another good one: automate your savings race straight into a savings account or like an investment fund. You won't even miss the money, and it'll just be growing quietly in the background doing its thing. It's like a present for your future self.
So even though you see those headlines talking about this savings gap, it's not impossible for millennials to close it. You've still got time to turn things around. The important thing is to make saving a habit, do it consistently, and use that compound interest to your advantage. But here's something to think about. This isn't just a problem for millennials or boomers. It's everyone. The fact that savings rates are down all across America is like a wake-up call for all of us. We need to like change our thinking. Realize that saving isn't just for retirement. It's about like feeling secure with your money and having freedom. It's about having peace of mind, knowing you're ready for whatever life throws at you. So like whether you're a millennial, a boomer, or like somewhere in between, let's all try to like make our money situation better. It's about taking charge of your finances and building a future where you don't have to stress about money all the time. And hey, who knows, maybe millennials will not only catch up on savings, but like totally blow past the boomers. What are you doing to make sure your finances are good for the future? Share your stories. And let's keep talking about this because like together we can make things better for everyone when it comes to money. All right. That's it for today. Thanks for listening.